Hello there, amazing people, students, lovers of chemistry out there. I'm super excited to be here with you today on today's episode of Question for the Day. And on today's episode of Question for the Day, we're dealing with a radioactivity question that has to do with the concept of half-life, okay? So let's get into the concept of the question, see the details that have been given to us, and let's solve it step by step. And the question starts off by saying the half-life of a radioactive isotope is 10 days. What fraction of the original sample remains after 30 days? Alright, so first things first, let's determine or define what the half-life is. The half-life in radioactivity is usually denoted like this, using this symbol T half. And it simply refers to the amount of time it will take for the original amount of a sample to be reduced to exactly half, which is 1 over 2. So what they are simply saying is that it will take 10 days for that sample to reduce to 1 all over 2. And that 1 over 2 that remains after 10 days, after another 10 days, this 1 over 2 will still reduce by half to give us 1 all over 4. And then after another 10 days, it will reduce by half to give us 1 all over 8, and so on and so forth. So they are asking us this question, that what fraction of the original sample will remain after 30 days? Now, there are two ways with which we can solve this. The first one is using this formula. This formula says remaining fraction is equal to 1 over 2 raised to power n. N is equal to the time elapsed divided by the half-life. So let's use the formula. The remaining fraction will be equal to 1 over 2 raised to power n, and n is equal to the time elapsed. The time elapsed is 30 days because they said what is the fraction of the original sample that will remain after 30 days, and the half-life is 10 days, so n is equal to 3. So this is equal to 1 over 2 raised to power 3. 1 over 2 raised to power 3 gives us 1 all over 8. This is the original, or this is the fraction of the sample that will remain after 30 days. I'm sure you saw how that step was carried out. We've gotten our final answer. 1 all over 8 is the correct answer. And we can also solve it in another way. Now, what's that other way? Look at this. They said that the half-life of a radioactive isotope is 10 days. What fraction of the original sample will remain after 30 days? So, half-life simply means that after 10 days, what will remain is 1 over 2. So when another period of the half-life has elapsed, this 1 over 2 will reduce by half again. So that means after another 10 days, 1 over 2 will reduce by half. So it will become 1 all over 2 divided by 2. This is equal to 1 over 2 times 1 over 2. This is 1 over 4. That's after 20 days. So after another half-life, which is another 10 days, it will now reduce to 1 all over 4. 1 all over 4 divided by 2. This is 1 over 4 times 1 over 2. This gives us 1 over 8. So after each half-life, remember we have dealt with 3 half-lives now. 10 days plus 10 days plus 10 days gives us 30 days. So after 30 days, the amount of the substance, or the fraction of the amount of substance that remains, is 1 over 8. I'm sure you saw how all the steps were carried out. Please do well to like if you enjoyed this video, subscribe, and share to as many as you can. And I will see you on the next episode of Question for the Day. Up until then, my name is David, and all we do here is to take the mystery out of chemistry so Chemi can make history.